Hey guys, yeah, you see the title below. Now, I don't always do this all the time, but this is basically some of my recent, and you've seen some of these already, but my more recent, MLP, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, pickups, if you will. Matter of fact, I got some up there too I have to show you in a moment. But these are some of the more recent ones that I got. And it's not much, but it's something. So, with that in mind, let me get a drink of coffee here first. It's better. Starbucks Holiday Blend. It's good. You should try it out. But anyway, with that in mind, let me show you some of the items that I got recently. As far as the show goes. As far as the collection goes. Now, the first things that I got this week, I'm going to pull them down right now, are these. These are basically, and if a picture shows up here, you'll probably get a better idea of where they came from. These are from the Good to Grow series. They get sold in stores. And basically what it is Good to Grow is for mainly it's a drink product for kids, if not people for all ages, to where most times they will license out properties to do little collector heads on, to make collector heads on for the drink, so that people can drink out of it, kids can drink out of it like that, but they can keep the headpiece. Well, they've done a lot of properties. They've done Disney, they've done Paw Patrol, they've done, DC Comics, Marvel Comics, you name it. So, of course, My Little Pony got involved, and throughout the time, they would bring out different versions. Now, I've seen different versions as well. In fact, I've seen all 6 of them at one point. But whenever I try to get it, I never had the money, or I'd be shopping with my family, my mom mostly, and I didn't want my mom questioning, why would you spend money just for these, all that. So, anyway, finally got the opportunity. Saw that they had 2 characters in, and I figured, okay, let me see if they have any more. Saw that they had a few more. Now, the only 2 I have to get are AJ, Applejack, and Rarity, and I think those might be in very, very soon as well. Just checking something there real quickly. It seems that when you're not on a computer or a laptop, it likes to load. I don't know why. But anyway, let me show you who I did get, because like I said, the only ones I didn't get were Applejack and Rarity. Hopefully they'll be the next ones. But here we have, first up, Rainbow Dash, and you can pretty much still see the little like what drink the Good to Grow she was representing, or she was put on. And we have the we have the Fruit Punch. That was the one she was put on. Then we have Pinkie Pie. Sorry about that, I was just thinking for a second. Pinkie Pie. And you can see she's on the strawberry and kiwi one. That was on the vegetable juice one, but strawberry and kiwi. So a Pinkie Pie, and we have Rainbow Dash. And then I ended up also finding Fluttershy. She was on the apple juice one, which I would think Applejack will be on that down the line. So we have Fluttershy. And then to tap it off, we also had on an apple juice one, Twilight. So we got Twilight and Fluttershy right there. So that's pretty cool. So I basically have 4 out of the main 6 from the Good to Grow deal. Now I also ended up getting, and I think I did show this off, a couple of bottles. They came with a free toy, like in the middle. You open up the middle a little bit and it's a free toy. And out of those, I think I ended up getting most of them, except for, I believe, Twilight and I think somebody else. I gotta look at it again. But I ended up getting like Rarity, Rainbow Dash, Applejack, I think, and Fluttershy. I think the two I didn't get out of that were Twilight and Pinkie. So, and that was not that. It was kind of similar, like I said, but it had the My Little Pony the movie designs on it, with the little toy in the middle, mystery toy, if you will. Just checking something here. Just checking something there. Now, anyway, that wasn't the only thing I ended up getting. No, it wasn't. As a matter of fact, right here, I ended up getting, in the past week or so, from Amazon, I ended up getting this. This is the Princess Luna Rainbow Road Trip figure. It's a companion piece to the Celestia one I have. So I ended up getting her, finally. And like I said in the video where I showed off my recent pickups, as I said in my recent pickups video, and even my package opening video, sorry about that. Basically, I was surprised my job didn't have this. I was kind of surprised my job wasn't selling this along with Celestia, because if they would have, both would have sold out. And then from TLS Hobbies, I got the Fourth Dimension, and it's my first ever Fluttershy plush. Yeah, my first ever Fluttershy plush. Fourth Dimension, as I've mentioned before, is known as a licensed plush company from, by Hasbro. It's known to do very show accurate representations or characterizations of the characters. So Fluttershy I wanted to get for the longest time, and I finally have her. I also have Rainbow Dash, Applejack, and Rarity. I just got to get Pinkie and Twilight, but I have right now plenty of Pinkies and Twilights when it comes to that, but Fourth Dimension wise, those two will be next. Then in the past week, I also got this from Hasbro Pulse. Hasbro Pulse has a store, as you might know, where you can get a lot of stuff from them. If you don't believe me, ask Andre Meadows of Black Nerd Comedy. He'll definitely tell you about that, because he did several Hasbro Pulse unboxings and package openings in one of his most recent videos. And it was announced over the past couple months that Hasbro Pulse was going to distribute and release this product, which was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive this year, to the masses. All you had to do was order it online from the store. Now, what's funny is a lot of people were buying this up and selling it for a little bit higher than what I did. And overall, what I paid for it was not bad. Initially, it was $19.95, but then you add in shipping costs, and then, as they put it, state tax. They add in your state tax, and together, as well as regular tax, I think, or something like that. But shipping costs and state tax and all that, combine that all together, and you end up paying about $10 more, if you will. So from $19.95 to basically $29.95, because again, they add in the state costs, they add in the shipping costs, stuff like that, estimations, whatever. So anyway, it was a lot cheaper. Anyway, what I'm getting at is this was a lot cheaper getting it from them than from third parties like Amazon or people on Facebook. And again, this was originally a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive to the it was originally, hold on for a sec, like I was saying, it was originally a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive until Hasbro Pulse, that is, decided to sell it to the public on in a retail kind of way, if you will. And that is, through the years, My Little Pony Through the Years, Twilight Sparkle. Basically, they're showing you the Twilight of the 1980s, like 83, 84, like what you saw in Rescue from Midnight Castle, which was part of Generation 1. It was, in fact, the first animated story for Generation 1, the pilot. And then, on the other side, you have 2019 Twilight Sparkle as well. And again, the box has the original My Little Pony logo on the top. It's all nicely embossed in these ways, like embossed here. You can feel that, and then Feel that right there. So it's really nice. And then through the years, it's kind of the same way, if you will. But like I said, you got the original My Little Pony logo on top. You got the Twilight Sparkle of the past right there with the original logo. And then, this is what a lot of people like about it, you turn it, and now you have the 2019 Twilight Sparkle with the new modern My Little Pony logo in its place. So, if you want to display it, you can display it either way. Like, if you want to do it like that, you go, ooh, what's this? You know, or like that, you know, it's up to you. But, yeah, not bad. Like I said, a lot cheaper than what you would have gotten it through third parties. And then, oh, excuse me, and then you got the My Little Pony 83 logo right there, kind of showing you the year the franchise was established. And I like how they put this for 3 and up deal. Yeah, I understand that, you know, from a parental standpoint that if you buy it, you want to give it to your kid. But if you're a collector and an adult fan like Bronies and Pegasisters are, this is something you want to collect and keep in case. So, but it's really nice to have it. And then finally, just move over here. And finally, I ended up getting this yesterday. I was thinking about Thursday, but I figured, you know what, I'm gonna wait until my last day this week of work before I get the weekend off. So I decided to get this, and there were only about 4 remaining. When they got this in stock, though, there was like 2 or 3, and then I guess they added more. What's funny is when we went and did inventory, when the store was doing an inventory, and a lot of things were changing up a lot more stuff was being brought in. It's like everything that should be there was being brought in. So, anyway, long story short, I tried hiding this originally, but because it was inventory, I guess they were able to find it. I hid it right behind a scooter, or some kind of big box containing a scooter that had a security spider on it. But they were able to find it because I guess I got to find every nook and cranny, see if there's anything being hidden or missing or whatever. So anyway, again, long story short, I ended up finally getting this because I noticed that after inventory, or as we got to inventory, and even afterwards, that there was a lot more of these. And I just kept getting it, having a visual eye on it. I kept every day during breaks and lunch and whatever, checking before work, after work. You know, checking, making sure it was there. It was still they still had plenty, and thankfully they did. Now, this wasn't cheap. I will put it to you like that. In fact, let me move Flutters here for a second, see if we can find it. Yeah, this wasn't cheap. As a matter of fact, it's the first thing that if you could see right on the top there, I don't know if you could really see it, you could see just how much it was. Yeah, about $30 for this. But it's a lot of figures, and these are figures that are not your traditional posable figures. These are actually the Rainbow Tail surprise, or part of the Rainbow, you know, inspired by Rainbow Road Trip, which was the special that came out. And like I said, I ended up getting this. I kept checking, making sure that they were still in stock, that there would be plenty there, because you never know, especially with the holidays upcoming, you never know. So I was actually happy to see that they still had it. So what I did is I ended up buying it, and here it is. This is the Rainbow Road Trip pack of the main 6 Rainbow Tail collection, which is pretty cool. And as it demonstrates in the picture, and I don't want to take these out right now to demonstrate it, the reason the tails are all white, all like blank and everything, is because what you do is you dip them in water. You dip them in water, if you will, and this is the result you get. You get this result once you dip them in water. So, like I said, this is really nice to have. And I'll be honest with you, when they came out with this, I was surprised. I mean, because I remember just walking into the aisle one day just to see if we had anything new, and boom, it was right there. And I was like, oh my God, what's this? And then ironically, Equestria Daily, about a day or so later, talks about, yeah, Walmart is now displaying all this new Rainbow Road Trip stuff. So I was like, oh, okay. Now I know. Now I know why. Now I know why Hasbro brought it out, distributed it. Because we knew. Here's the thing: we knew this was coming. We knew something was coming because of Rainbow Road Trip. Not just the Celestia and the Pinky and the Twilight and the Rarity and all that and the Luna. But we knew we were going to get something else, and this was one of them. Now you might say, wait a minute. Let me look at those figures. Those figures look slightly familiar. Yeah, they do look slightly familiar, don't they? They're a little bit of a remold. They look like something else, right? Well, let me show you. The reason they look familiar, or they look like a remold, is because they are. There's slight differences. Maybe you could tell. I think a little bit with Pinky might be the difference. You know, her legs are a little upwards. But they're basically the same remolds as this. The Meet the Main 6 Ponies collection. And I got this online, I believe. Yeah, I did. Because I could tell that the box is a little dented. And it was already opened. But yeah, this is basically the Meet the Main 6 collection. Remolded. So that remolded to the point that you could actually... just the only difference being, you know, like Pinky's a little bit more different, a little bit of a remold, just slightly, a little bit, just slightly, a little bit. Oh no, actually, she is the same mold as before. I think they just have them positioned differently, is what it is. They changed some things around, is what they did. Or did they? Oh no, they just turned the characters around. Anyway, though, again. The only big difference is they've added the water. The only difference is they made the tails white so that you could add water to it and they can be colorified, if you know what I mean. So yeah, basically it's the Meet the Main 6 collection, but the difference being, you know, of course, Twilight's wings being rainbow because of the rainbow rings she's given. She's given in the episode, in the special, and then of course you have, you know, the tails. Those are the only differences right there. So it's basically the Meet the Main 6 collection, but like I said, the difference is, you know, Twilight having this instead, having this for her wing, having the rainbow on her wings, and then the tail, of course, to be dipped in water to be colorified. So anyway, guys, that is. That should just about do it. Yeah, that's just about do it. So thank you all for watching. I know this video went a little longer than some would expect, but let me know what you all think about my updated pony collection, my recent additions to my pony collection. Comment down below, and I will talk to you all later.